India's struggle for independence was a prolonged and determined fight against British colonial rule, lasting almost 2 centuries. From the early 19th century to 1947, countless individuals and movements played crucial roles in this historic struggle for freedom, early signs of resistance. The roots of India's independence movement were planted during the early years of British colonization. After the British East India Company took control of vast parts of India, the country's wealth was exploited, and its people oppressed. The first large-scale rebellion came in 1857, known as the Sepoy Mutiny or the First War of Indian Independence. Indian soldiers in the British Army, frustrated by cultural insensitivity and poor conditions, rose up in rebellion. While the mutiny was eventually crushed, it marked the beginning of widespread resistance. Though the British brutally suppressed the rebellion, the spark of discontent remained. The Indian National Congress, Inc., was formed in 1885, initially to represent Indian interests within the British system. However, over time, the Congress began advocating for greater self-rule, influenced by early nationalists like Dadabhai Naoroji and Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Gandhi's non-violent resistance. The real turning point in India's freedom struggle came in 1915 with the return of Mahatma Gandhi from South Africa. Gandhi brought with him the powerful philosophy of satyagraha, or non-violent resistance. He mobilized masses of people in campaigns for social justice and independence. The Champaran and Kheda movements, 1917 to 1918, marked the first major campaigns led by Gandhi, aiming to improve the lives of poor farmers suffering under British-imposed taxes and policies. In 1919, the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in Amritsar, where British General Dyer ordered the massacre of hundreds of unarmed Indian civilians, shocked the nation. In response, Gandhi launched the Non-Cooperation Movement, 1920, urging Indians to boycott British goods, schools, and services. Though the movement was halted in 1922 after violence erupted in Chauri Chaura, it demonstrated the power of mass nonviolent resistance, the Salt March and civil disobedience. One of the most iconic moments in the independence movement was the Salt March in 1930. The British monopoly on salt production, which included heavy taxes, was a symbol of colonial oppression. Gandhi led a 240-mile march to Dandi, where he defied the salt laws by making salt from seawater. This act of defiance ignited nationwide protests and became a pivotal symbol of civil disobedience. Despite numerous imprisonments and British efforts to quash the movement, Gandhi's commitment to nonviolence and unity inspired millions across India. In the 1930s and 1940s, other movements like the Quit India movement, 1942, intensified. Gandhi, along with other